as the composer for Dragon Ball Z. How did that happen? I would love to hear that story.
Well, it's really a random, wild event. I was working on a PBS show and writing music during the afternoon that day, and I got this phone call, and the voice on the other side turned out to be Gen Fukunaga, the president of Funimation.
Really?
The guy says, we're looking for a composer, and we wanted to see if you'd be interested in writing music for our anime show, Dragon Ball Z. Actually, during the conversation, I wrote out 4 bars of music. And
like right there in your first conversation, you wrote out some bars of music?
Yeah, I just grabbed a piece of paper and I drew out 5 lines, and I had to draw them out. I drew out about so much, and then I had to draw out a little bit more because I wrote 2 measures, and it's like, oh wait, I got a little bit more of the idea, and I did 2 more measures, and so there were 4 measures, and it ended up being the first 2. Well, all 4 measures ended up being the theme for Dragon Ball Z, because he was talking about Goku, this hero, and how he was making things right in the universe and defending everybody. And so I kind of went da 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 da. So it was just like it was one of those moments that's like an inspiration.
Can you talk a little about your process?
If it's artwork for me personally, I really make sure I just get inspired by whether it's like a character, or even if I just freestyle like my own creative character, I just make sure I get the rough outline sketch, and then I clean it up with some, I always do my rough outlines in red because it's easier for me to see it, and then I clean it up in black. And once the line work is perfect and nice and neat, or neat to my standards because it's always a little sketchy, but I take the sketchy style and make it look neat. And then once that's all good, I just throw in some colors, shading, highlights, effects, and I just try to make it, in such an original way that it just looks great, to me at the end.
Let's talk about the shoes that are sitting right by you. What's the story of the shoes?
Yeah, it's like a collaboration, basically.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think you take a good look at them. I don't wear them. I just literally just got them and just leave them on like a platform.
Your artwork, your wood-stained pieces are unique. They are different from other things that I've seen. Will you tell us exactly what you do and about your process so we can understand a little bit more about you and your business?
Oh yeah. It's wood staining, as you mentioned. There's no carving, no etching, no burning. It's just straight up stain, so you keep the grain throughout. And one of the big things about the process is it's all about the wood. Doesn't matter the stenciling as much, the stain as much. It's the wood. I mean, you gotta start with the right base, find the right texture, right pattern, right light and dark, right integrity where it's not flaking off. Then I gotta create my stencils, which have actually gotten a lot more complex. If you look at my stuff over the last few years, I got a drawing tablet a year ago. So I'm not using a mouse anymore. I'm actually using like a pen and everything. So I make a stencil, and I only use a specific brand of stencil material. I've been using for 3 years now. Specific type of wood stain that I've had the best luck with, where it doesn't overly bleed and it doesn't not bleed enough and all that sort of good stuff. And I just, I sand it real good, lay the stencil right, stain it out real good. I even have a certain way I remove the stencil because wood wants to rip and tear, stain wants to bleed. So it's just a very involved process. It takes a little bit of time. Every piece takes a little bit of time to make. Here we go. Here's a good one. Everyone loves this one. It's one of my newest designs. So this is a 12-inch by 18-inch.
Oh, nice.
So 1.5 foot. You can tell it's new because I haven't even put the bracket on the back yet.
So
made it before I moved.
Talk about some of the artwork that you do, and maybe some of the things we can expect to see when we do see you at a convention.
Yeah, and so I've got a few of the pieces here that I worked with both Skylar Patridge and Danny Dale Carroll. And I did the color work on these. So basically what happened here was they did line work on here, and I went through and I did the color work.
You did? I love
these
this.
were done digitally, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But being able to get that watercolor-esque or that splatter look that I like with with it being actual digital was a little tough, but loads of fun, you know, to be able to come up with the designs.
Yeah, we can actually get a good view of those. Wow.
He really enjoys it.
So you did the color work on all of these that you're showing us?
I did. Like every single one of these.
Well, guys, make sure you subscribe to Anime Adventures. You click the notification bell, comments. We love everyone who is interacting here on the live and everyone who's watching on Anime Adventures as well. Thank you, guys.
It's Pan saying bye. Thank you.
Peace out, guys.
See you later. Peace.
Keep breaking limits. Peace.